Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Excel in English. And today we will study the chapter, the last lesson in Ncert solution. Okay, but before moving ahead with the questions, I'm giving you a short summary of the chapter. Please listen it carefully. The last lesson by Alphonse Daudet is mainly about the longing to learn the mother tongue and the love for it. It has a sense of patriotism. In the last lesson, by Alphonse Daudet, the Prussian rejected the freedom of the people of Lawrence and Alsace to learn their own mother tongue and started forcing German onto them. The colonizers took away the basic rights of the people when the students could not learn their own language. They sensed a feeling of being restricted and being forced to not do something that they ejected doing and find their solace in. The practice of linguistic chauvinism is highlighted in this story to draw our attention. It throws the light upon the pride on ounce in their mother tongue and considering other language not equally worthy. People of Lawrence and Alsace were the victims of linguistic chauvinism. They were forced to learn the German. Franz, a school student who was always reluctant in his French class and never took it seriously, saw how important it was to learn his mother tongue. This quality of people displays that humans respect things more when they see it going. Also, the parents prefer to see their children working well rather than learning French. In the last years, they realized how much they missed learning French and felt sorry about it. How Prussians drilled their lands, shown by how unfairly they were treated in their own motherland. So this was a short summary of the chapter, and now we will study the Ncert questions. Okay, let's study the first question. I'm reading the first question from your Ncert textbook, Flamingo. What was Franz expected to be prepared with for school that day? Question number 1. So the answer is Franz was expected to be prepared for school that day with his lesson on participles. Hammer, his French teacher, had announced that he would question the class on participles, but the poor Franz did not know even the first word about them. So the Franz was expected to prepare with participle that day because Hamel had said that he would question them on participles, but Franz don't know anything about participles. So this is our question number 1. I hope it's clear to you, students. And if you want to note down these answers, please pause the video and can complete your notebook as well. Question number 2. What did Franz notice that was unusual about the school that day? Or what is the unusual thing about school that day? Franz noticed that many unusual things about school that day. Firstly, normally when the school began, there were many such commotion which was missing that day. Second, his teacher and Hamel had worn his ceremonial clothes. And thirdly, which was the most unusual, the village people were sitting quietly on the back benches, which were very unusual and on others' day. Usually when the school began, children, there was a great bustle and which could be heard out in the streets, but it wasn't all over still that day. Everything wasn't quiet as Sunday morning. There was no opening or closing of desk. His classmates were already in their places. The teacher's great ruler, instead of rapping on the table, was under Anne Hamill's arm. So there is an unusual about school that day. Okay, question number 3. What had been put up on the bulletin board? Very important question. What had been put up on the bulletin board? An order that had come from Berlin had been put up on the bulletin board. The order was that from the next day onwards, only German could be taught in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine, districts of France, Alsace and Lorraine. The new teacher of German would join the school from the following days or from the upcoming days. So children, the question says that what had been put up on the bulletin board for the last 2 years, all the bad news had come from the bulletin board. An order had come from Berlin to teach only German in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine, and the German had put up this notice on the bulletin board. Okay, next. Think as you read. Question number 1. What changes did the order from Berlin cause on school that day? Or this question may be asked in this manner as well. What changes did the order from Berlin cause on that day of the last lesson? The order from Berlin caused the French lesson to be stopped from being taught in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine from that day. It stated that only German will be taught in the schools there from then onwards, and this meant that Hamel, who is Hamel, the French teacher, would have to leave. This also caused the elder village to attend the school for the last lesson in French. Okay, I hope the answer is clear to you. The answers are very simple and clear. So it is very easy to understand and write the answers in the examination. Question number 2. How did the French feeling about Hamel and school change? Very important question. How did the French feeling about Hamel and school change? Answer. French feeling about Hamel and school changed as he was shocked. Why he was shocked? When Hamel told the students about the order from Berlin and that it was their last French lesson. French forgot about his teacher's ruler and the crankiness and the strictness. Instead, he started liking Hamel as he was being separated from Hamel forever. His feeling towards the school was also changed as he did not want to give his books and lesson as they seemed to be old friends. Okay, it's clear, beta. But France came to know that it was the last lesson in French, and that Hamel would give them. From the next days, they will be taught only German. Then he felt sorry for not learning his lesson properly. His books, which seems a nuisance and burden earlier, were now an old friends. His feelings about Hamel also changed, and he forgot all about his rulers and how cranky he was. Now, understanding the text question. Question number 1. The people in the story suddenly realize how precious their language is to them. What shows you this? And why does this happen? When the order from, now answer is, when the order had come from Berlin that only German would be taught in the school, people realized that it was the last day to learn their mother tongue. To show their affection for the language, many elderly people came to attend school, occupying the last benches which had usually remained vacant earlier. Friends regretted not having learned the participles when Hamel suddenly appraised them of the fact that they would become a laughter stock before the Germans. Their language was their identity and the key to their present. The strongest evidence of how important Question number 2. Friends think, will they make them sing in German? Even the prisons, what would this mean? There would be more than one answers. So I'm giving you one question for homework because there could be more than one answer. So question number 2 is your homework. Please give me a brief intro and the brief summarizing answer in the comment section. I will be waiting for your answers. Thank you, student, for joining me. And please do like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And for more videos, stay tuned. Thank you.